Good morning. It's a beautiful day here in Texas. My car is a mess. My life is a mess. I have New Year's plans in a nearby city, so I'm gonna go for a hike for some nature therapy. I found that I've been dispersing my energy in too many different directions and just trying so many different things, and I haven't been prioritizing myself and self-care. That has to be the number one for me, or else I just start losing it. So with this new year, one of my resolutions is to bring myself back to number one. There are some classic sayings that I'm adopting for my new year. Kiss, keep it simple, stupid, and work smarter, not harder. I thought I had found a place where you can just go and enjoy being outside and not have to pay for it, but yet again, here in this godforsaken country of America, you literally have to pay to go to any reservoir, any any area at all, and like this part of Texas doesn't have anything interesting to do, and it's like I had to pay $7 to just be here for a couple hours, like after paying for gas and everything else. It is really beautiful here. I know that living in America, we have such privilege. We don't have war here on our soil. We have the ability to do what we want. I have the ability to do what I want. And for me, what I consider being broke is more money than some people will ever have access to in their whole lives. And it's okay to feel frustrated, to feel pissed off, to feel confused about my life. And it feels so good to direct that emotion outwards towards something outside of myself. Taking full responsibility for our state of being at all times is hard. It's like the hardest thing to do, and feeling and processing our emotions, it's like one of the hardest things to do in this culture that's taught us it's not okay to have emotions. It makes sense why there's so much war, why there's so many people hurting each other, because it feels so much better to direct your emotions outward, to project them, than it does to take responsibility and say, I'm gonna feel this. And we all have a certain capacity for feeling things before we aren't able to handle it anymore, and then we use coping mechanisms. And that's okay. And depending on our stress tolerance and different circumstances in our lives at different times, we'll have different capacities for feeling. Those of us who have the privilege of gaining access to nature can always put our hands on the earth and say, thank you, Mama, because she is this not only neutral but loving, equalizing force. She doesn't care about all that human stuff. You see me trying not to curse here. Am I doing okay? These are the tallest grasses I've ever seen. The sun is starting to get lower, so I'm gonna start heading back. What are these bugs? Swarming all the cars. They're not mosquitoes, thank goodness. They have not been biting me. Somebody told me that before they had their family, they always felt lost and confused, like they didn't know what they were meant to be doing. And we all wonder that, right? Like, what is my purpose? Why am I here? We want to feel connected to what we're doing, like it means something, like it's important. And having a family, having a partner and kids is a really beautiful way to simplify your life. And once they're your priority, like there's a very narrowed down field of what you're meant to do and how you can support them. When you're living on the road, decision fatigue is a very real thing. You're always constantly throughout the day like, what's next? Where am I going? What am I doing? How am I going to survive, pretty much? And it's at times when like my nervous system's dysregulated and I'm figuring things out that it would feel really nice to have my decisions narrowed down. We often always long for what we don't have. If I was in a secure relationship and, maybe I had a family, I would want to be free. I would want to be able to just get in the car and go. And that's what I can do now. Life is lumpy, as my grandma likes to say. That's it, y'all. That's it.